Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wildcats will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hilltoppers offense will have the football first. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for receiving meet too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
The Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Wildcats offense will take the field for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him?
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A strike downfield. It's a seam wide, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. And the Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Let's talk for just a second about Western Kentucky. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, In the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
The give from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Snacks a quick pass on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Hilltoppers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
He wants to change this route. Trying to seal the edge on the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. At the 45 on his way. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Fights off a defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Fires it incomplete. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Hilltoppers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down. The Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give to the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Wildcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And the Wildcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harper. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Guys, let's chat for just a minute about Western Kentucky. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And the Hilltoppers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job of nice discipline by this defense.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaBelle Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Air Force. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Hilltoppers want to pick up the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. They'll give it to the back. Across the 45. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So 1st down here as they go back to work. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Hold and finds his man on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And off from the shotgun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got his man, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going up top. Makes the grab on the shot. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Hands it off. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Got his man in the middle. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's
loose. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. The Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Got out of trouble and throws. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, WKU. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They marched 79 yards on the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Hauls it in. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Grabbed behind the line, it's Pope, and he's wrestled to the ground. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Foreman. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They punt it away on 4th down. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. And the Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up. Let's talk for just a second about Western Kentucky. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Hilltoppers decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Going to the running game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. He'll do it himself. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Sets up the screen. Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Get it out on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Makes the quick grab. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Hilltoppers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Here's a heat. Got his man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to sling it on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
And the Hilltoppers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun on third down. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Finds his man. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into...
Makes the grab down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Hilltoppers are on the move.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the running back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls and fires complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to run for it. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The Hilltoppers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Polk. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll run it to the right side. Finding open areas. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Foley.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Hilltoppers in the hurry-up. Quarterback running on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man down the middle. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets away from one. He's got space. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Got a man. It's Foley. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Good timing on the quick out. Lots of running room. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Hilltoppers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Hilltoppers want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Spins away from the defense. He breaks a tackle. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. Kick is in the air. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Colton. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. And the Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got room on the return.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Back open in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. That'll pull them back to within 6.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got a chance. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Pope.
Hey, quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Toss sweep to the right. Oh, out of space. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Runs through a tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Guys, let's chat for just a minute about Western Kentucky. Unless there is a dramatic... And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it, 1st down and more. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
They'll move the tight end. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Nowhere to go with the rolling down. He goes at the 39.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here comes the speed on the jet sweep. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. From the gun, give on the inside. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. The Hilltoppers want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Offense, quick tempo.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he still can beat.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quickly complete. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Delivers the stiff arm. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
So, guys, that touchdown was huge, but they have to get the 2 here to make it a 1-possession game. Off play action. And and he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snags it over the middle. Wide open spaces. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.